Alrighty, YouTube. Well, I know I've been posting a lot of videos lately, but just been in a video making mood ever since I got my phone and what have you. So it's time to post some videos and tell you guys what's been going on around here. So don't really have much to report from out here. So just gonna go ahead and head inside and show you guys what we've been doing so far. Been working on trying to get this barn into a decent usable building. So you can see it's still kind of a mess, but we're working on it slowly, making very slow progress. We'll get to these guys in a second, because I got plans for this thing and plans for that thing, and got stuff I need to fix on this thing still, but gotta work on this thing. So but we'll touch on that after I do all the shop stuff. But Jesus Christ. I need to get myself a little space to get back here. All right. So, as you guys can see, got ourselves a shelf going here. I've already started putting some of my stuff on it. Like this one here, this middle shelf, I think it's going to be like my workspace for the time being, because I think over there on that wall, right over there, we're going to build a workbench, and then eventually we're probably going to buy another one of these shelves, a smaller version, and it's going to house all of our fluids and all that good stuff. Fluids and penetrating oil and seafoam and all that. So, but got some stuff on this shelf. Got my little shop vac up there. Got a little tool bag going on. I think that's a battery charger. Up there. Down there I got some Onan Shrouds. I got my, just got some leftover oil from the GT18 and some tire shine. And just miscellaneous parts. We got my wheel weights right there. I believe they're John Deere wheel weights. I got my toolbox cleaned out finally. Yep, got a bunch of stuff cleared out in here. All I have is stuff I used to clean up the rims on the SS16. Yeah, that didn't take too long to focus. Usually I have to like tap the screen on it to focus. But yeah. Got my, there we go. Got my, this is another set of tools I got. Just a, I'm not gonna, I can't remember what the hell the name was. Matco. It's Matco. So. But yeah, this box has been serving me well. Just trying to keep it clean and organized. Oh, Jesus. I just pulled the whole thing out. Oh, you know what? That's got to be open. That was kind of dumb on my part. I should probably lock those wheels, huh? But yeah, got my various sockets in here. Everything's color-coded just to make it a little easier on myself, so. Yep, everything's color-coded. It's not the way I want it just yet, but eventually we'll get there. This is my other box. I gotta go through this. I'm not just fully empty it out and send it. Mike's boxes, everything's moved down. So, I don't think you guys have seen this quite yet, but yeah, this whole wall is basically gonna be toolboxes and then my shelf over there. So, eventually Mike's got a couple other boxes that are coming here that were his dad's, and just a couple other ones that he had laying around. But, yep. Just been working in here, I gotta sell some shit, and that entertainment center is gonna get sold or burned or one of the two. Hopefully sold. Over here is all the bolts and all the hardware. I got a lawnmower jack hanging around in here, a couple miscellaneous engines, and just all kinds of other shit. There's Mike's. That's Mike's big shelf. That's all for his stuff, since yeah, he's got a lot more shit than I do, and all that's heavier, so Got that shelf actually from Menards. It was actually not too bad, and then all the plywood came from Home Depot. So, I should point out that I actually double layered the bottom shelf, 2 pieces of plywood, because that's where it's gonna house all my rear ends. Like when I pull the rear end out of this one, I'm gonna take the original rear end and put it on the shelves, and maybe one day tear it down and just look around and see if I can figure out how to replace the D10 springs and just flush the case out and rebuild it and have an extra transaxle just in case the other one decides to shit the bed. I can just throw that one back in it and call it good. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think I made mention of it, but it somehow magically unseized itself, and now my shifter just decided to start working. Except for fourth gear's a little iffy, but you know, that's okay. I'm gonna swap it out anyway. So Henrietta, just because I like showing her, because she's my buddy, she got all fresh bedding today, so that way she can stay warm and nest and all that cool shit. So do what chickens do. So we'll get to the tractors now. The Kubota, you guys saw yesterday's video. It didn't really want to start. It was actually posted last night. So, but yeah, I didn't really want to start. I need glow plugs. I need to take the air hose and just clean out the deck and wash it and send it. So the deck doesn't really need to get it fixed so I don't rust out this thick ass steel. That's one thing I like about these, is the decks on this is just solid, just absolutely solid. So, but yeah, I really haven't been using for this one too much lately, just because mowing season's pretty much come to an end. I may mow one more time, and that's pretty much it. Grass really hasn't been growing. Maybe I'll just go around and maybe just try to mulch up the leaves or something like that. We'll see. And then I'm going to take it in this winter and do the alternator belt and a couple other little various things and service it up, get it ready for next year. Because right now, I got this with 990 hours or so. And we are at, oh, it's not going to show up, 1,000 hours or so. So yeah. I put about 10 hours on it so far, a little bit more. I rolled over 1,000 hours at the Wellington Tractor Show back in September, so you know, I haven't really had it too long. I've done a couple mows with it so far, and it does really good. So I think I shot a video of it as I was mowing with it one day, just showing you guys how it does. So, but next spring I want to get some more videos of this thing. So the SS12 is still for sale. I ran it out of gas today, so I don't think I'm going to be filling it back up. I need to get a grade 8 bolt for that wheel because I don't know what happened to it. It's gone, so I'm just going to get a new grade 8 bolt and put it in there. Like I said, it's out of gas, so I'm probably just going to leave it dry for the time being until I get like a bite on it or something, so that way it doesn't get all gummed up from the ethanol and stuff like that. So plus a battery died on me too, so I'm going to have to charge it, and you know, when someone's ready to come look at it, I'll charge it up, put some gas in it, and hopefully be ready to go. The 19.9, I don't really have any plans for it. Just going to leave it as is. I like to restore this one eventually, but we'll see. I don't know when that's going to happen. The 10, I got to do a carburetor on this one, I think, because I think I may have showed this in the past, but I'm going to show it again. So my original carburetor on this thing, as you can see, has a little bit of slop in it. So that's no bueno. So I'm going to have to, I don't know, try to fix this one or put a Kohler carburetor on it. I think I might just put a Kohler carburetor on it, which would be awesome. Maybe get a little more power out of it. There'll just be a Carter number 26, so not too much, but you know. The ST16, I might put the plow on it this year because this one's actually been running pretty decent, all things considered. I mean, I need to clean the carburetor, but that's no big deal. I've done that plenty of times now, so I could do that pretty much in my sleep. Oh, and I need to like replace this headlight right here, or put a bulb in it, or do something with it so I have all the lights. Believe it or not, the taillight, I even have a working taillight on this one. I got a taillight and one working headlight, which, there you go. Taillight's working. And, of course, one headlight, which you guys have always obviously seen that, so. But yeah, that one's going to go into plow mode this year. I like the power of the OH160, so just going to put the plow on it and then maybe try to sell it again in the spring. Who knows, maybe I'll just keep it. We'll see. And then the 214. This one here, this one's just going to be staying around. I think I'm going to do a full rebuild. Actually, I am going to do a full rebuild on the motor. I'm going to do a 20 over piston and just get the motor, completely redo everything in the bottom end. New rod, new crank, 20 over piston and rings, new valves, new cam, new everything. And I think I'm going to go ahead. I priced it all out. It's not going to be too bad. Priced it all out. I'm going to do a coil. I'm going to do one of the high performance blue Bosch coils. So maybe I can get a little extra and maybe try running some race gas into this from time to time. I don't think I'll break it in on race gas, but when I rebuild this, I might run. I'm probably gonna run synthetic oil in this. So, not sure if that's really a good idea for the older motors, but I think I'm gonna try running it. So, break it in and do all that fun, happy shit. So this one's gonna be coming back to life and hopefully be ready for next year. I'm hoping to have it broken in before or after PA Plow Day. And I'm hoping to have it ready to be used with a tiller, the 46-inch mower deck off the 216, and some other various shit. And maybe next year I'll plow with this one. And hopefully just make this one a permanent plow tractor, as long as the variable drive system doesn't give me too much problem. Because, you know how those can be. They like to throw belts and shit, like the 208 was doing there for a while. I still haven't fixed that. That's about back in the barn right now. I ran that one dry, so that shouldn't be getting all gummed up from sitting over the winter. I'm going to try and run this one dry so that way it doesn't get all gummed up. And that way there's less fuel leaking out of it when I actually go and rip the motor out of this thing. Because I'm going to have to do a lot of work to this. I got to rebuild the motor. I got to swap a tranny. I think I got to do the motor mounts in it too, because this thing shakes like a son of a bitch. I mean, yeah, the bigger 14 and 16 horsepower Kohlers tend to shake. You know, the 216, when it was cold and it was getting all warmed up, it would have a shake to it. But once it got all warmed up, it was nice and smooth, no shaking, no nothing. That one had good motor isolators in it, and this one does not. Hell, even if I just bump the key, you can see it shakes quite a bit. And you can see that was just from the, just me bumping the starter. So, the motor mounts are junk. Garbage. Time for some new ones. Oh, and I gotta get a new grill too, because I don't know if I did it or whatnot, but yeah, it's bent. It's bent. I don't know if I'll just try to straighten this one, because I really like the look of the green. So, wow, that focuses pretty fast. No shutter problems either. This one, these iPhone cameras usually tend to have like a shutter, and on 4K 60, it doesn't do that. So, but yeah, like I said, this one's gonna get a full rebuild, and gonna get a couple little goodies in it. You know, the 20 over piston and the piston and rod 20 over, and new rings, new valves, new crank, new cam, new everything. Maybe I'll rebuild the carburetor, we'll see. I don't think it'll need it, but I'm gonna go look through it, clean it, do all that cool stuff to it, and then put the big coil on it, new spark plug, synthetic oil, and once it gets running and I know it's gonna be reliable, I'm going to take these tires, as long as I don't know if we're gonna, I'd like to take the tires off the 216 and put these ones on it. If that one gets rebuilt, I don't know. That's not mine, so I don't know what they're going to do with it. But I'd like to take the tires off the 216 and break those down and take them off. Put the nice tires off of this one onto that one. And take the 216 rims, put ag tires on the back, and put maybe V61s up front. So give it a nice look and give it some more traction. And then those wheel weights over here that I have, I believe the wheel weights I have are John Deere wheel weights because they came from Mike's place and all Mike had was 200 series John Deeres. These wheel weights I believe are John Deere wheel weights just because they look like they're yellow, and well, like I said, that's all Mike had was 200 series John Deeres. You know, he has a 208, had a 210, but he blew it up and never fixed it. And then he has the 216 still, and then had the 214 until I got it. So, but yeah, this one's going to be all set up and ready to go for next year. I got to take the tiller mounts off the 208 so that way I can run the tiller off of it. And the nice thing is, you know, I love the fact that electric PTO works. Lights work. Well, yeah. This one, I got to do some wiring on it too, but, you know. Yep, there they go. They're all working now. So, this one's got working lights. I'm probably going to add some additional lighting on the sides just because the stock 200 series lights suck. But at least it's good to know that I do have some sort of light if I do want to use this at night. But I'm going to probably do what's kind of take over the idea of the 208 and just put some lights like here, and maybe put a work light back here, put in some actual taillights instead of these little reflector dewies, and maybe pop a hole in the dash right here next to the headlight switch. And actually, I'll probably put it right here next to the PTO or over here by the choke. I'll figure it out, and maybe when I get it rebuilt, I'll put a hole right somewhere in this general area, and I'd like to put an hour meter on it so I can keep track of hours for break-in and stuff like that. So, yeah, I definitely got my work cut out for me on this thing, but I know all said and done, she's going to be a beast. I just know it. You know, I really like these things. You know, I haven't really had the best of luck with them, but at the same time, they're unique. You don't really see too many of the 200 series. You know, you see more of like the 318s and the 322s, which eventually I would love to have a 318, but unfortunately, those are out of my price range right now, and it'd be just, you know, cheaper to fix this up. I'll probably have about maybe $500 to $600 in this thing to rebuild the motor, get the transmission flushed out, put my performance coil on here, and add some additional lighting, and, you know, eventually new tires. But, you know, I don't really need the tires right now just because all the tires on all four corners on this thing are actually in fantastic shape. I would just like to have a little more traction, so. But, yeah, I definitely got my work cut out for me on this one, as all the rest of these. And I still have the GT18 coming up. I'm just going to keep that one a surprise until that actually does happen. And then the SS16, I still need to find a motor for that. That's why I've dubbed the SS16 time and a half, just because that thing I've put time and a half into that thing and it's still not running, so. But that one, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if I'll just put a bigger motor in it or if I'm going to build the 16 horse. We'll see. But I think that's pretty much it. That's all I got from here. Just wanted to do a quick update video, let you guys know what's going on around here. Getting the barn all organized, getting ready for winter. Hopefully rebuilding the 214 and getting it ready to go. Sell the 68 and just go from there. So until next time, guys, see you later.